today's video is entitled 7 Things You Need to Grow Your Hair Long, Strong, and just Healthy overall. I do not care what kind of hair you have, the type, the porosity. If you do these 7 things that I'm going to lay out for you guys today, I guarantee you over time you will see the results that you want, or you will get the result. That's a better way to say it, okay? And what prompted today's video is a question that I got yesterday. And surprisingly, I get this question like all the time. So Queen, if you asked me this question yesterday, please know I am not picking on you. And it's just shocking to me how often I get this question. And I want to say I get this question at least 5 times out of a month. Like, seriously. So that question is, how do you really prolong 14 days of moisture? How do you really grow your hair? Not what you see in your videos, but like your actual process. And I want to ensure you guys, anything that I like say in these videos on this channel or on my IG page is exactly what I do. And it sounds so simple. And in my head, I'm like, man, I'm just repeating myself over and over and over. But in reality, that's what I do. And the reason why I have the results that I have is because I do it over and over and over. And these are going to be 7 steps, not strictly about like, hey, be patient, hey, have a positive mindset, but 7 actual like steps you can take today, okay, to get started on your path to getting healthy hair. Okay, now I'll be honest with you all, you're not gonna see like healthy hair tomorrow if your hair is severely damaged. This is something you have to do over a time frame, like adapt to the lifestyle. This is not like a quick diet or a hair hack, a miracle hair hack that I know a lot of us are looking for. And I say a lot of us because I was one of those people in the beginning. Like, I really didn't know how to manage my hair, and I just needed that one magic pill. So the reason why I'm looking back and forth is because I'm live on both YouTube and IG. So if you're new to this live, I want you to introduce yourself, interact with our chat down below, and let's just get started, okay? So first thing first, and this is a conversation we consistently have in our Facebook group, and I'll tell you about our Facebook group in just a bit. But first thing first, when it comes to retaining or growing your natural hair, regardless of your type or porosity, you have to understand what moisture really is. We hear this all the time. Moisture is key. Moisture is key, right? But do you know what moisture really is? Let me tell you what it is not. It is not just spraying water on your hair. It is not just applying oil to your hair. It is not one freaking product. It is not. It is a combination of products and water. It don't have to be a lot of products. Hear me when I say this. But a combination of products and water that has a perfect pH balance to seal hydration in your strands. And when I say hydration, I mean water. And I say you have to understand, when it comes to locking moisture in your hair, you have to understand how pH or pH levels affect our hair strands, okay? And I'm here to tell you, regardless of what type, again, regardless of what porosity you have, hair is hair when it comes to pH levels, okay? That is the reason why I do not make a lot of videos about high porosity naturals or low porosity naturals. And after today's video, or after today's recording, or if you're on the recording, I want you to look at a video in the description box below. I am actually going to title this video where I go into full detail about how to lock in moisture in your strands, I'm going to title that video Understanding How to Moisturize Your Hair. I want you to watch that 5-minute video because it's going to give you everything you need when it comes to understanding how to properly moisturize your hair. Again, moisture is not just applying water to your hair. Water has a pH level of 7, and what that does is it opens the cuticle layer to your hair strands. And if your cuticle layer of the hair strand is staying open, your hair is just going to dry out. So, moisture is a combination of water and product to help lock in the hydration that you apply to your hair. Hydration is only water, people. Keep it simple, especially if you're in the beginning and you kind of like, struggling with all the natural hair terms that we have in the community. If you watch my channel or if you've been following me for a while, you know that I try to keep it in layman's terms, only for you to understand if you're a beginner natural. Okay? So, number 2, you need to understand that you have to properly care for 2 layers of the hair strand, not just one. And this is the reason why just applying oil to your hair is not moisturizing your hair. This is the exact reason. Now, in the description box also, I'm going to put a video talking in detail about the 2 layers that you need to focus on. And that is the cortex layer and the cuticle layer. If you are truly looking to go 14 days plus like I do myself, you have to care for both of those layers. And again, if you just apply oil just to the cuticle layer, which is the outer layer of the hair strand, you're not penetrating that your hair shaft. You're not even touching the cortex layer. And then you're wondering why your hair breaks, because your cortex is your foundation. So in the description box, I want you to look at the video where I go into detail about how to moisturize both of those layers. I'm telling you, once you tackle both of those layers, you will prevent breakage. Okay, not 100%, but you will minimize your breakage. So I'm going to recommend that you save this video and like consistently come back to that description box, especially if you are a beginner natural or a struggling natural. Okay, because you're going to want to review that information more than once. Okay, number 3, you have to start to learn and understand how different ingredients affect your hair. All ingredients are not equal. Let me just say it. It is not, okay? Now, here's the tool that I want you to truly take advantage of. Join us on Facebook at My Natural Hair Life. On a daily basis, we talk about how different ingredients affect your hair. Okay? This is something that, or your hair is something that you want to become a student of. Okay? Not just watch one video one time and then boom, you got it, right? You definitely want to become a student of your hair. Now, that can look like, I don't know, engaging in the group once a week just to keep your brain fresh on how to take care of your hair. It is so many freaking ingredients out here, so many freaking products out here, and everyone in a group contributes to their personal review. They list what type of hair they have. They talk about their experience, and maybe their experience might help you. Please, if you don't become a student of your hair, if you're looking for like that quick fix, you're going to continue to be frustrated with your hair. Okay, so number 3 is you definitely have to understand how different ingredients affect your hair strands. And a good tool for you to utilize is our Facebook group. Post your questions, post your concerns. Seriously, you will get help from formulators, not just everyday people like myself. Okay, so number 4, detangling makes a huge difference in retaining your hair. Detangling makes a huge difference in retaining your hair. Okay? I know you guys heard this a lot. Stop snatching off the ends of your hair strands. If it's a fairy knot, get some shears and cut it off. If you're tired, don't handle your hair, because all you're going to do is rip out your hair. Okay? I want to make some points here when it comes to detangling, especially if you have really, really kinky hair. Do your hair in sections. Okay? Now, if you have really, really coarse hair like myself, do different sections on different days to maintain your energy. Okay? Do not wear yourself out. Okay? This is something that you have to come up with over time with how it works best for you, because I know a lot of us have, jobs and commitments outside of home, and we just can't, go outside with one half of our hair done. I understand that. But what I used to do is probably do like the front half of my hair, detangle that first, and then wear a hat. And then the next day I'll tackle the rest. Because here's the thing, if you snatch it out your hair over time, you're not going to have any hair. You're going to feel like your hair is thinning out. And that's because it is, because you're snatching out your hair. And it's going to look very, very unhealthy. The other thing I want to make or other point I want to make when it comes to detangling, okay, if it takes you time on one section, do not forget to reactivate whatever detangling product that you have in your hair when you move to the next section. Don't just go straight into it. Like, say for instance, you apply product to your full hair, right? You finish one section, you're moving on to the next. Keep in mind, you have to reactivate that product because it may have dried out with water before you tackle that section. Okay? You definitely want to make sure that you're being very anal when it comes to detangling your hair. I can't say it no better way than that. You definitely have to be anal when it comes to detangling your hair. Believe me, you will see a huge difference. Okay? Number 5 is wear styles that don't break off your hair. Now, I have 2 points to this. I don't like saying protective styling because you should not be wearing damaging styles. Like, that makes sense, right? When you wear styles that don't break off your hair, yes, that looks different for everybody, right? But when you wear styles that don't break off your hair, guess what? You retain your hair. It's just that simple. That could be a wash and go. That could be just, having your hair in twists. You don't necessarily have to have your hair hid away or tucked away for more than 30 days. Like, you can still protect the style and wear a twist out, okay? I personally believe the best way to continue or be disciplined with how you style, how should I say this? I personally believe the best way you can tackle this tip is you have to become comfortable with how you look with your hair. Because in the beginning, and I'm speaking from my own personal experience here. Hold on. We connected back to IG. The reason why I wore a lot of synthetic hair, tight styles, a lot of braids or, weaves, I never was into wigs, was because I didn't like how I looked in my hair. Once I became comfortable with how my hair looked on me, all of my styles after that was protective. So you might want to work on that first, and then I promise you, styles or styling will become very easy for you after that. Because a lot of times we wear these styles that are tight and have a lot of tension is because we're trying to hide our hair. I don't know if that hit home for you, but I'm telling you, once I got comfortable with how I looked with my own hair, I had no issue with styling. Styling became extremely simple for me. It would be in twist, or it would be a twist out. That is it. I mean, I ain't slicking no edges back. And surprisingly, I have my edges, right? So just think about that. Like, why do you have to, or why is it necessary for you to wear tight styles? Ask yourself that question. What is your intention behind that style? Is it just cute? Do you just like it? By all means, do you. But if you're hiding your hair, that is an issue that's causing you to lose your hair. That could be an issue that's causing you to lose your hair. Okay. Number 6 is checking with your hair daily. This does not mean that you have to detangle or add water to your hair every day. That does not mean that. Let me be clear. What I mean by checking with your hair daily, when you brush your teeth, when you wash your face, touch your hair, right? Does it feel a little parched? Then do what you need to do. It feels good, keep it moving. Because here's the thing, we don't realize how, outside or indoor temperatures affect our hair. And the only way to keep your hair or retain moisture is just check in with it daily. How you feeling? Don't confuse your hair looking dull for it not being moisturized either. My hair is just not shiny. You all see shine, or it looks like it's a little glare to it when I do videos. That's because lights are like pointed directly at me. But if you were here in person with me, and you can probably see on this video, because my hair is, getting in this frizzy state, that my hair looks naturally dull. And that's okay. I just simply go off the feel of my hair. It doesn't mean that it's dry. So check in with your hair daily. You don't want to be like, oh, I did my hair one time, I'll see you, 7 days from now. No, because are you in a room that has, the AC on blast, right? How's the temperature outside affecting your hair, right? And when I say just check in, touch it. You doing okay? Oh, okay, cool. Let me keep it moving. Oh no, let's apply some water and a leave-in conditioner. Water and a sealant, a cream, whatever works best for you, but not just water, right? And number 7, last but not least, know that health is king. And that is referring to your mental health and your physical health. You want to check in with your health. You want to tackle breakage and shedding at the same freaking time. And the only way to tackle shedding or thinning or balding is with your health. I can tell you, probably like 2 years ago, or at the beginning of like starting this whole YouTube journey, my hair was at its healthiest. That's because I was working out daily. Truly, I just ended a marriage and my mental health was like A1, right? My hair was at its healthiest. Like, oh my God. When your girl is stressed, I don't even touch her because I already know what's about to happen. And I'm gonna do an upcoming video about correcting or tactics I use to correct my mental health to prevent excessive shedding. But I'm telling y'all, it happens when I'm not right up here. And that is something I can't directly control by taking a pill, right? The only way I can stop that excessive shedding is by checking in with my health. So that is it. Let's recap. One, understand what moisture really is. It's not just applying oil to your hair. It's not just spraying your hair with water. But you want to come back and look in the description box and actually view that video when I talk about how to, or where I talk about how to moisturize your hair properly. Two, you need to understand you have to moisturize both the cortex layer and the cuticle layer of your hair strand if you want to retain your moisture, okay? Three, you have to know how different ingredients affect your hair. You just have to. Not all ingredients are made equal, okay? Four, detangling makes a huge difference in how much hair you retain. Check your mood. Use your energy wisely. If that means, doing the front half of your hair one day and the back half another day, you need to be so anal when it comes to detangling. It's not even funny. Five, don't wear styles that break off your hair. Stop saying I'm protective styling. Every style should be protective, right? And I feel, my personal opinion, the way to ensure that your hair is protected at all times is get comfortable with how you look with your hair. Like, I'm telling you, styling will become so easy when you're not trying to hide anything, if that's your issue. Now, if you are like to mix it up, I am not saying something is wrong with that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, if you're wearing those tight styles because you're hiding something, you're hurting yourself, or you're hurting your journey, your healthy hair journey. You're setting yourself back. That's a better way to say it. You're setting yourself back on your journey. Six, check in with your hair daily. Truly, it will make a difference. I'm telling you, and how much hair you retain. And seven, please know that health is king. You can do 1,600 steps to try to prevent breakage, but you cannot directly stop shedding. So check in with your health, mental and physical, and that is it. I am going to open up my tab here because I want to see the chat on YouTube. But while that's loading, I want to give a special thanks to Love Natural, the owner of Love Naturals, Kim. Oh my God. You guys, if you've been rocking with us for some time, y'all would know that Kim sponsored 3 giveaways for us this year, and this is the very last month. So August winner will be posted by Monday, tomorrow, and this is her 2-step wash and condition hair care set. Okay, this is retail on Amazon for $85, and Kim sent us 3 of these. Okay, so this is the last month. The winner in August will receive Love Naturals 2-step wash day, a wash and condition hair care set. And when I talk about quality products with quality ingredients, you definitely want to check out Love Naturals. Not only quality ingredients, but her products are perfectly pH balanced. And when you guys come back to this video and check out the videos listed in the description box, you are going to hear me refer to perfectly pH balanced products. You're going to hear me reference Love Naturals. She is not new to this channel, and her products have been a staple for me for some time. Did I really do that? I really did. I exited out my window. So let me pull this up. We're gonna check IG first. I can't believe I did that. Sorry, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. But let me just say this. When I talk about going 14 days, please know that is not how it started off in my journey. I was at the beginning of my journey, after big chopping, I was not able to retain moisture for 14 days. I want y'all to hear me on this. It took time to get there because you have to consider your current hair's health. If your hair is severely damaged, you definitely have to take that in consideration. However, I promise you guys, if you do these 7 steps, right? Literally, start today. If you do these 7 steps over time, you're going to be able to increase the number of days you are able to retain moisture. Okay, it doesn't start on day 1 or week 1 or even probably the first month. You have to do this stuff over time. Okay? All right, my window came up. Hello, beautiful people on IG. If you have questions, please post them below. Again, August winner will be posted tomorrow. And if you are participating in our giveaways for 2022, please leave your purple heart. You all know how we do in the Facebook group, but if you are new to this live and you're curious and you want the details for the giveaways that we're doing for 2022, I'm telling you, December 2022, we done, okay, with the monthly thing. But if you want the details, please, if you're on IG, just DM me giveaway details and I'll send you that information. Or if you are on YouTube, that will be posted in the description box below. All right, everybody was just waving. Hey, beautiful people. I like when people come in and leave and just be like, hi, I just want to say hi, bye, which is so dope. All right. First comment is from Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Eddie is like my favorite person in the world. He truly, truly is. Okay, real quick. If you are on IG and you're in the live chat, please come back to recording and put your purple heart in the comments of the actual video. Because once I close out that, once I close out this live, I can't see the live chat. Okay, I'm gonna lose that and I'm not gonna remember. All right, let's go to YouTube. Hey, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. I totally agree. Cookies color blend. I totally agree. Less is more. Oh, definitely. Definitely. You will find yourself in the beginning doing absolutely way too much with your natural hair journey. We think that natural hair gotta have, like, I don't know, 16 steps in our regimen for our hair to grow, and it does not require all that at all. It doesn't. All right, Nancy, hi. Nancy says, enjoying this video, but at work. I'll have to watch it again later. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Hey, Nicole. Can you address split ends? I definitely can. So, if you're not new here, you would know that I dust my ends, okay? It's probably best for me to do an actual video on split ends so I can actually demonstrate what I'm about to say. However, if you feel like your ends are weathered or split, just cut it off. Don't try to save it. Just cut it off because you're doing yourself more harm than good, okay? Now, I know people on the internet, when we come to these communities, say, If you find like your hair is harder to comb or get through, you probably need to trim. And yes, that may be true. However, if your hair is just really coily and it is just hard to detangle your hair, right? It's not as simple as just using a detangling brush and you trying 1 to 3 times. Like, no, my hair is so freaking coily. I don't even use detangling brushes or combs. Like, I mainly use my fingers for the first 30 minutes of that section. And then I can probably run a tool through my hair. It's not necessarily because my ends are split. It's just because my hair is freaking coily, right? And that's what I mean by being anal with your detangling. However, if you feel like your ends are rough and you can literally feel the hair strand split, or like your cuticles lifted, or they feel, it's probably not a good word to use, but they feel ratchet at the ends, just cut it off. But I would do a video on split ends because I feel like if I demonstrate it, people will understand what I'm saying more than me just trying to say, hey, go based off this feeling. Because that's not how it works. I hope that helped, Queen. I'm sorry. I'm going to make a video about it because I think people get confused, especially when it comes to like really kinky hair. Like, oh, I need to trim because it's hard to get through my hair. It's like, no, maybe you just need to work on your detangling skills. And I'm actually going to put a video where you guys can see me live, and it is a long video, but you can see me live in action detangling my hair. It takes a while. It really does. And it's okay. Like, that doesn't mean something is wrong with your hair. Okay? Okay, now that you've done locks, can you and Taylor use more of the same products? So here's the thing, Sasha. Hey, Sasha. I'm trying to think of a way to say this where it doesn't come out wrong. So the cool thing about, like, or the good thing, I don't even know how to say it, but the same products that work for my loose natural hair is the same products that work for my lock hair. Right? It doesn't mean like certain products that's particular for locked hair, like, work so much better than, what didn't work for like my loose hair. The same products that work for my loose hair is the same products that I use on my lock hair. Truly. That's what it is. And I'm so happy that I was able to get Taylor's hair healthy, loose, because it made such a difference when her hair was locked. Like, it made such a huge difference. I don't know how to say it, but we still use the same products that work best for us. Just because I have locked hair, like, products that I use for my loose hair didn't stop working for me. Let me know if that makes sense. The only difference is that I use products with a looser texture now. Like, I have products that I like that are thick, and a majority of my products that I like on my loose natural hair are really thin in texture. I'm not a fan. I'm not that 4C natural or that's really in love with like really thick products. Like, that wasn't my thing to begin with. But the only difference now is that I do not put butters or creams on my hair. And that's because, this is locked. I don't want to get buildup. But the same products I used on my loose hair in regards to like leave-in conditioners, it's the same products I use now. Same products I use on Taylor hair. In regards to leave-in conditioners, it's the same products I use now on her locked hair. Just because you have locked hair doesn't mean that you have to use different, like a total different brand, or like it's the products you've been using is not going to work for you. Yes, split ends need to be trimmed in order to help your hair grow. Hey, Monica. So, hey, Monica. Oh my God. I just noticed this is Monica, longtime friend, Monica. Okay. So here's the thing about like trimming your hair and dusting your ends. Cutting your hair has absolutely nothing to do with how your hair grows. Cutting the ends of your hair has nothing to do with how fast your hair grows. It helps you retain your length, right? Because you're not snatching off your ends, but it don't promote growth. Here's the thing. Our roots are the only live organisms in our hair. How do you say that? But once that hair leaves that scalp, it's dead. There's nothing you can do to impact the roots of that strand. I hope that makes sense. This is why I say detangling your hair is anal, because how you detangle and how you retain moisture determines whether your length is going to stay attached. Think about it. People have locks for 7+ years and never get their hair cut. Their hair still grow at the same rate. Their hair still grow at the same rate. Let me pronunciate there. Trimming doesn't promote growth. And I feel like that's a video I want to do, like the myths within our community, what we've been told. It just helps you retain your hair, prevents you from snatching off your ends. However, it doesn't promote growth. Trimming doesn't, or dusting, or you know, whatever you want to call it. Love your locks. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you. Hydration, moisture is definitely key. Thank you, Gina. If you are experiencing breakage, Jasmine. Yeah, I mean, Gina said it right here. You need hydration. It's just water. Moisture is the process of sealing that water into your hair. That could be done through a gel, a leave-in conditioner, a cream, a hair cream. You don't need all three though, right? What are you using on your locks? So I mainly use water and a leave-in conditioner. That's it. And truly just like a pump, or maybe 2 pumps, because I do one side and then one side. So the leave-in conditioners that I have in my staples, as far as like, you know, my preferred products on my channel, are the same leave-ins that I use. Now, I'll be honest with you, I lean more towards the TGI and green tea leave-in, and I've recently been loving the Curls Dynasty leave-in. I like the Aunt Jackie leave-in because it's very loose in texture. And every other day, all I do is reactivate my hair with water, reactivate the product that's in my hair with water. I try not to add leave-in conditioner every day, because honestly, it's just too much. But that's what I do. Cool. Only asked because yesterday you said to Curl Smith, and I know you love that. So the Curl Smith deep conditioner that I love, Sasha, the Hydro Cream Soothing Mask, is a really, really thick product. And that's why I said that I wanted to say goodbye to it, or that I may have to say goodbye to it. Because I would seriously have to dilute that product with a whole lot of water. I mean, that deep conditioner is thick. So thick that I would make sure that my hair is detangled before I used it on my loose natural hair. Like, I would not apply that deep conditioner to detangle loose hair. Like, I wouldn't do that. So that's why I said I might have to say goodbye to it, because I feel like it's going to be too much work trying to work that product into my hair with water and stuff, because it is a really, really thick product. But Timothy is still loose, so I'm not going to lose my money. And then we're doing these giveaways, so I'm going to give it to y'all. Hey, Claudia. I'm watching for Grace. Tell Grace we said hello. Love the live. Oh, thank you, hon. But I have to go. Cool. We about to end anyway. All right, let's just go back to IG. Okay, beautiful people, that's all I had. Like, seriously, that's all I had. Y'all have any questions, don't forget to post it on the recording or join us on Facebook. Seriously, join us on Facebook, especially if you are not, you know, like a super genius when it comes to ingredients. Join us on Facebook. Ask your questions. No question is a silly or dumb question. Believe me, the community there is so freaking supportive. Like, I just love those people so much. I love y'all too, but I'm just saying, as far as like, if you need daily help, join us on Facebook. Please do, because those ladies are serious about their hair. So that wraps it up for me. I really hope this helped. Like, seriously, I hope it helped. And y'all have a good Sunday. Okay, again, Kim, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for supporting our giveaways for 2022, and the winner will be posted tomorrow. I will see you guys next month or in the comments on my pre-recorded videos. All right, YouTube, have a great day.